What's going on, Flyers fans? It's me. It's your boy Sal G here with another edition of Clear the Ice on It's a Rap Network. Guys, if you can, please make sure you give us a like, share, and subscribe. Check that banner down below. You can find It's a Rap Sports on pretty much on every social media platform. And if you guys watch YouTube, you go ahead and just click on the notification icon and you'll get all the latest hotness delivered to your feeds, no matter where you consume your social media. Well, guys, tough night tonight for the Fly Guys. The Battle of Pennsylvania continues. And fortunately, tonight, the Flyers had a chance. They lost the game in overtime to the Pittsburgh Penguins 5-4. Had an opportunity to give Pittsburgh their fifth straight loss. Flyers had a chance to have 3 wins against Pittsburgh in the month of February. They had won 3 games in a row, were going for 4 straight wins. And I don't even think they won 4 straight games this year, the Flyers have. So, unfortunately, coming into the game, they're 5 points out of the final wild card spot. And with the loss tonight, obviously that's going to set them back. They have some good news, though. They are scoring goals, 16 goals in 3 games. So that's pretty good. The scoring's there. This is a game where the Flyers had and they just let get away. I don't know how that happened. Pittsburgh had a goalie change, and Pittsburgh hasn't come back from a 3-0 lead all year until tonight. They were down 3-0 in the second period and ended up coming back surprisingly and won. Urson did not have a great game, I'd say. 20 faced 25 shots, let 5 of them in for an 800 save percentage. So I'd say that's pretty pedestrian, guys. Not too good. Not too good. Well, I'll break it down here in a sec. Tyson Forrester had himself 3 goals and 2 assists in the last 5 games, but couldn't do squat with this one. Uh, the line was pretty quiet there. You know, we did have Noah Cates get himself a goal, which was nice to see. He started the game off with a goal, but that line didn't do much of squat here. I'm trying to look here. Bobby Brink got himself an assist. Noah Cates with the goal. Forrester, no points. So let's break it down here. I'm disappointed, man. Watching this game, Flyers had it in their hands, and they just let it slip away. And you know what? I couldn't stand. You know, the game was at Pittsburgh, and that stupid icy mascot, stupid icy penguin mascot. I can't stand. Every time I see that mascot, I think of sudden death with Jean-Claude Van Damme and the helicopter coming into the stadium there and crashing onto the ice. Rest in peace, Powers Booth in that movie. Yeah, this game, guys. First period, shots on goal. Philadelphia had 8. Pittsburgh had 6. 2 minutes into the game, Noah Cates with the goal, like I mentioned, with a wrister shot from the top of the slot. An assist by Bobby Brink and Rasmus Ristolainen. There's a nice crowd in front of the net, so that provided a bit of a screen there on Pittsburgh goalie Nedeljkovic. I'm going to butcher that name all night. Luckily, he got pulled, so I don't have to talk him the entire game. But puck went off his skate and ended up going in. So we'll take that. Noah Cates will take that. Put the Flyers up 1-0. Pittsburgh had a power play, 15:28 in the first. Cam York had a high stick, but Flyers able to get the penalty kill there. Urson robbed ex-Flyer Kevin Hayes with a beautiful save, stretched out that telescopic leg. Shout out to Bill Clement. What's going on? So the period ended just 1-0 And the Flyers, while the shots were close, Flyers seemed pretty dominant in that period. And then Pittsburgh, the second period was all the action, all the hockey action you can have. Shots on goal, Philadelphia had 15. The Penguins had 14. Minute 44 into the second period, Owen Tippett in his 25th career game shoots a slap shot from long distance. Puck went off another Pittsburgh Penguins skate. Second goal, second Pittsburgh skate. Flyers take a 2-0 lead with assists by Nick Seeler and Matvei Mishkov. And perhaps this was a turning point in the game now that you look at it the way it ended. But 6:13 in the second period, a goal was disallowed as Andrei Kuzmenko was called for a high stick on the goal. As the puck was shot in, he stuck his stick up to deflect. Puck went into the net, but his stick was ruled to be higher than the goalie crossbar. And because of that, disallowed the goal. So who knows how things could have shook out. Flyers would have had a 3-0 lead at that point. However, minute and 11 seconds later, Matvei Michkov did get a goal. Maybe it would have been 4-0. Who knows? Maybe the whole game with the butterfly effect with the Kuzmenko goal could have been totally different. Matvei Michkov got a goal, gave the Flyers a 3-0 lead. Nice stick handling by Matvei on that. He was in front of the net, got the shot in. A beautiful play. Nedeljkovic was pulled by Pittsburgh coach Mike Sullivan, slams his goalie stick on top of the net, broke it in half, threw the other half of the stick across the ice, screaming at the bench, screaming at the coach, heading to the locker room, eventually comes back out and just sits down with his hat on and his arms crossed, just sourpussed. But that was kind of, I don't know if you get a penalty for or a fine for smashing your equipment like that on the ice and, throwing your stick, things like that. But on that Mishkov goal, we got assist by Owen Tippett and Rasmus Ristolainen. And that 9:05 in the period, Pittsburgh gets a goal by Tomasino. It's a nifty little play by him. Still Flyers up 3-1 at that point. It was backhand, top shelf shot in front of the net by Tomasino. Some nice stick work with assist by Evgeny Malkin and Heinen. And then 30 seconds later, Pittsburgh comes right back. Goal by Carlson. Flyers lead now 3-2. Assist by Sidney Crosby. And about 40 seconds later, Garnet Hathaway was laid out by Pittsburgh Amama on a hit. Now, the two of them have been going back and forth in the game, jawing a bit, pushing and shoving. Hathaway had put a shoulder into another Pittsburgh player. Amama took exception to that, gave Hathaway a shoulder when he wasn't looking. Hathaway, now the hit itself wasn't dirty, but when Hathaway hit the ground, his helmet just bounced off the ice, and he was laid out. He was there for a few minutes, needed to be picked up by a couple players, trainers, and pretty essentially carried as he was, slowly walking back with two people around his arms back to the locker room. Did not return in the game. I would say it's a concussion. They haven't, hockey injuries. Flyers are going to say upper body injury, right? That's what Ryan Poehling was ruled with, even though I think that eventually they admitted it was a concussion. It looked pretty bad. Looked scary moment. Hopefully Hathaway's okay. Like I said, he had trouble getting up, laying on the ice a bit. He looked like he was like dead weight. So Flyers didn't get any revenge on Amama. And you would have thought with the way that things were going there, Flyers really would have turned it up. They do for a period of time. They go on a power play, which they were 2 for their last 17 on. Matvei Mishkov gets another goal, his second of the game, puts the Flyers up 4-2. Andrei Kuzmenko got himself an assist. Also, Travis Konechny. So Andrei Kuzmenko's Russian counterpart there. He had a pass to Mishkov. It got deflected, but deflection took a little bit off that pass, and it seemed to be just enough. Got to Mishkov. Mishkov one-timed it with a wrist shot. Got it right past the goalie there. It was a nice play. Kuzmenko, man, he's really been something on this power play. I mean, ever since we've got him, and we know we haven't. He only played like I believe this is his third or fourth game. But he's been doing pretty well on the power play there. So now the Flyers are 3 for their last 18 on the power play. Pittsburgh, though, comes back in the second period, 18-17. Carlson gets his second goal of the game with assist by Grouchlick and Malkin. Now the Flyers leads now 4-3. And we get to the third period. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Evgeny Gino Malkin gets a top shelf wrist shot. Ties the game up at 4-4. The Flyers had a 3-0 lead, and they let it slip away. Malkin, future Hall of Famer, along with Sidney Crosby there, tied the game up, man. And after the third period or after the game, shots on goal, Philadelphia had 37 shots on goal. You had Nedeljkovic faced 15 shots, 3 goals were scored. Bloomquist came in his place, faced 22 shots, let up 1 goal. So he played very well for the Penguins. And Flyers had a power play opportunity in the third period. Tomasino got called for a tripping play. Flyers couldn't do squat with that power play. And then we go to overtime, minute and 3 seconds in to overtime. Evgeny Malkin, game-winning goal. It's his second goal of the game. And Pittsburgh wins 5-4, stops their 4-game losing streak, stops the Flyers' 3-game winning streak, and it's a damn shame. It's very disappointing. Flyers now 26-26-8. At this point, making the playoffs, it's cool to make the playoffs just to say, hey, we made the playoffs. But if you're really not trying to and you're somewhat tanking, March 6th can't come soon enough. The rumors are that they're going to trade Scott Lawton. They can get a high draft pick for him. Rumors are Rasmus Ristolainen could get traded. You would theorize a high draft pick could be gotten for him. So, if I'm the Flyers, these are the moves they're going to make, especially Lawton's walking after this year anyway. So if you can get anything for him, it's a bonus. Ristolainen, paying him a lot of money, salary cut and move. Nice player. Probably our best defenseman. I mean, the way he hits, overall game, very nice. He's not a zero on offense either. He gets his assists at times. Get a goal the other night. But the Flyers got to do something here. Make some moves. You'd hate to lose on you make the playoffs, or even if you don't make the playoffs. So you don't make the playoffs and you lose out on top draft slots, and I think that would just be shitty both ways. It really would be. Let's take a look at some of our comments here. Barbara, how are you? Says Sal, this team is bad. They are going nowhere with these average players. They need stars. They do. They do. And, the rebuild is on. Yep, I agree. Start dumping players. This is horrible. Got to make some moves. Let's get some picks. Let's trade some picks for some studs. And, we get after it next year. Yep. Sal, the Penguins suck. What's that say about the Flyers? I know. For the Flyers to cough up that lead. And Urson is the definition of mediocre. You may very well might be. I mean, he shows flashes of being a good goalie, and then he does this crap where whether he lets in soft goals or he made some great saves in this game. It's like Jekyll and Hyde for Urson. A tale of two halves. It's just he can play very well, and then he plays like shit. I'm sure the defense isn't really helping him, but it just sucks. And I don't know. The jury's still out. Is Urson a number one? Is he a tandem goalie? Is he just a glorified backup? What is he? And I guess time will tell. It's not Kolosov. It's not Fedotov. Urson's your best goalie, but if you're going to tank, you're really going to tank, then I would sit Urson. I'd play Fedotov. I'd play Kolosov. Let them lose some games, or just do a three-man rotation. Try that out. If you're really tanking, and you're selling the farm by March 6th, the trade deadline, just tank. Play everybody. Say you want to get everybody opportunities. You could definitely spin it in a way where it doesn't look like, it's not an intentional tank. You're not throwing games. You're not shooting a puck in your own net. But what's going on right now isn't fun, and it's a shame because they had this game, they had it, and they couldn't do anything with it. That sucks. As Flyers fans, you get disappointed. I mean, you invest a lot of time into it, and it's a game they shouldn't have lost, and they gave it up. All right, guys, coming up on It's a Wrap Saturday, it'll be me, your boy Sal G, going. Then we got Mike going on Tuesday, and I'll be going Thursday. That's it. That's the lineup coming up, guys. So check that out. And just to give you, and if you haven't already, guys, give us a like, share, and subscribe. There's the banner going across. Give that a follow. Follow your boy Sal G at Sal G Philly on X. Follow It's a Wrap. Check out The Final Word with Maddie B, Sunday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, exclusively on It's a Wrap. The Wraparound Show with Sal G, where we discuss all the things that happened in the past week in Philadelphia sports. Mondays, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Take a look-see. We got the Birds Blast with Kyle Quinn. Maddie B hosts that show with Kyle every week. Talk Eagles. And, of course, any excuses brought up tonight about the Flyers' play could be credited to Big Al's Excuse Emporium. Big Al's Excuse Emporium since 2024 has been making excuses for all Philadelphia four major sports teams, including Flyers, Sixers, the Eagles, and your Philadelphia Phillies. Well, guys, we got spring training for the Phillies. Eagles season just ended. The Sixers stink. The Flyers stink. But we got the Phillies, guys. So we'll see what can happen. All right, guys. This is your boy Sal G signing off. Hope you all have a great night. We'll talk to you next time. Take care, everyone. Peace.